Hey guys, it's Pastor Rodney here. It's good to spend some time with you again this morning as we look at some Hebrew concepts, some Old Testament concepts that help to undergird and explain and expand our understanding of the faith that we share because we follow and trust in a resurrected Lord. The word that I want to look at today is the word peace, and a lot of people talk about peace in today's world, don't they? There's the idea of a political peace where two countries are not at war with each other. There's the idea of relational peace where there's just no conflict between two parties. There's emotional peace and spiritual peace and financial peace. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to define it. The biblical concept of peace, which is shalom, carries some of those ideas, but it is so much more. It expands to mean so much more than just those things. Primarily, it's the main idea that what God provides is something that lasts and something that is permanent. Now, it has the idea of wholeness and completeness and wellness. It has the idea of good health and safety and security. But it is something that lasts, something that does not fade. Rabbi Robert Kahn from Houston makes a distinction between earthly peace and shalom when he says one can dictate an earthly peace, but shalom comes from a mutual agreement or a mutual covenant. Earthly peace is a temporary pact. Shalom comes from something more permanent. One can make a peace treaty, but shalom is the condition of peace. Earthly peace is negative in that it is the absence of conflict or commotion, but shalom is positive because it is the presence of serenity. Earthly peace is partial, shalom is whole. Earthly peace can be piecemeal or fragmented, but shalom is complete. So lasting peace, lasting biblical peace, shalom, transcends situations and circumstances. It even transcends our abilities and our own flaws, in the fact that we can't achieve it on our own. It has to come from a different source that we embrace in our lives. And God promises us the qualities of shalom when we look to Him. And looking to Him looks like this in Isaiah 26. You will keep in perfect peace him whose mind is steadfast because he trusts in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord is the rock eternal. So trusting God means to recognize Him and to give Him that rightful place in our lives that He demands and that He deserves. We also must accept the way He provides peace and the agent of peace, which we know to be the Messiah, Jesus Christ. Isaiah said it this way again: For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be upon His shoulders, and He will be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. So when Jesus walked this earth before He was actually crucified, He made the distinction between earthly peace and shalom, the peace that He offers, in a couple of places. John chapter 14. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. And then John 16 says, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you're going to have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. So we look to God for that peace. He's the source. We trust Him. We give Him that rightful place that He deserves in our lives as that rock of security. But we also embrace the way he provides the peace and the person he uses to provide the peace, and that person is Jesus Christ. And once again, Isaiah so eloquently says it in a way that lets us know that this is why we celebrate Easter. Surely he took up our infirmities and carried our sorrows. Yet we considered him stricken by God, smitten by him, and afflicted. But he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was upon him, and by his wounds we are made healed or whole. That's the concept of peace that I wish for you. That we embrace God for who he is. That we put him in the rightful place that he deserves in our lives. That we look to him in the way that he provides it, and look to the one that he uses to provide true, lasting, biblical peace. I'll talk to you later.